Hi! Welcome to today's video. Today, we are talking about the news. Let's begin. Do you usually read the news? Why? In my case, I don't tend to read the news. I don't like how negative they are. But what about you? We're going to share in class. Now, I want you to please pause the video while you complete the sentences using the expressions in the box. Please notice that there is one that you will not need. Pause the video, please. Let's see. Number 1. A bomb went off downtown. The devastating blast took down 3 buildings, killed 10 people, and injured countless others. Number 2. Authorities have ruled out the possibility of a second shooter in last month's mass shooting in a library downtown. Footage recovered from a camera on the street showed a single shooter leaving the scene. 3. The company that was responsible for last year's chemical spill has taken responsibility and agreed to compensate the victims. These announcements came just in time because many people have been forced to abandon their homes. Number 4. The protests downtown continue for a third week. The vital vote is scheduled for this evening, and police have mobilized riot squads just in case the demonstrations become violent tonight. Did you get this right? Excellent. Now, here we have some news headlines. Bomb squad too late. Conflict over the economy. New contender to enter race. Region still struggling to recover. What do you think this news will be about? Please pause the video while you think about this. Okay, great. Now we're going to be listening to the news. And you need to cross out the topics that aren't mentioned. Let's listen.
Page 106, Unit 10, Current Events. Lesson A, Breaking News. 1. Vocabulary in context. B. Read the home page of an online news site. Write the headlines in Exercise A in the news articles. Are there similar events in the news at the moment? 1.
Efforts to contain the oil spill on the South Coast appear to be working, but the oil giant responsible for the disaster could be facing more difficulties. Local businesses were rumored yesterday to be considering legal action, claiming for loss of income and livelihood. People are going to be suing people over this, said one fisherman. A spokesperson for the oil company said they are committed to compensating victims affected by the spill.
2.
A blast in the downtown area has caused extensive damage. Investigators are not sure what caused the explosion, but have not ruled out the possibility that it was a terrorist attack. 3 people were reported to have been acting suspiciously in the financial district, and police were said to be searching for a red pickup truck that was seen in the area. A bomb went off in the same area 2 years ago.
3.
3 years after becoming the first female senator from her state, a young politician may be preparing to run for office in the upcoming presidential election. While the senator seems not to be announcing her campaign just yet, an appearance on a Sunday morning talk show has fueled speculation. Related, the president's press secretary announced that the president will be undergoing routine surgery later this week and might not be able to greet a trade delegation of Chinese officials.
4.
Investors might have been worrying unnecessarily after the stock market plunged to an all-time low last month. Stocks are now making a modest recovery as markets are said to have been gaining in confidence over the last 2 weeks. However, there are still concerns over the state of the economy and the huge deficits. Protesters are said to be planning more demonstrations in the capital. The marches seem to have been going peacefully so far. However, police say that they will be mobilizing riot squads if tensions escalate.
Okay, so in number 1, cleaning up an oil spill wasn't mentioned. Number 2, a plane crash. Number 3, someone announcing a campaign for senator. And number 4, protesters camping out at the stock exchange. Did you get them right? Excellent. Now, let's go to student book page 106. Exercise C. We're going to make a chart using the collocations in bold in the article. The article contains the news you just heard. You need to classify the collocations as verb plus noun, such as contain the oil spill, and a noun plus verb. A bomb goes off. Pause the video while you work on this. Okay, so you should have announce his or her campaign, cause the explosion, compensate victims, consider legal action, fuel speculation, make a recovery, mobilize riot squads, rule out the possibility, undergo routine surgery. And for noun plus verb, a bomb goes off, stocks make a recovery, tensions escalate, the stock market plunges. Did you get this right? Excellent. Now, let's go to the vocabulary part in your student book. Exercise A. Here, you're going to circle the two verbs that go with each of the nouns in bold. For example, number 1 has an oil spill. Do you contain an oil spill, halt an oil spill, or prevent an oil spill? Well, you can contain an oil spill or also prevent an oil spill. Pause the video while you work on the rest, please. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and check. Number 2, you contemplate legal action and you consider legal action. You compensate victims and you protect victims. You trigger an explosion, but you can also cause an explosion. You explore the possibility and you also rule out the possibility. You run a campaign, or you can also announce a campaign. Number 7, you fuel speculation and you can also cause speculation. Number 8, you make a recovery and you see recovery. Did you get this right? Excellent. Now, let's go to workbook page 74, exercise A. Here, you're going to complete the article using the correct forms of the verbs in the box. Please notice that there are 2 extra verbs. Let's do the first one. Looking back at the challenges the president faced in his first term. The president certainly had his work cut out for him during his first 100 days. Just before he came into the office, the stock market to a record low. It cleared, compensated, escalated, made, mobilized, planned, or plunged. That's right, the stock market plunged to a record low. Now pause the video and work on the rest, please. We're going to be checking this during our lesson. I will see you then. Bye-bye!